You know, Kat, it's true. You know, the more boring big government becomes, the more dangerous it is because you just stop caring.
Yeah, absolutely. I think a great example, too, is, remember, everyone was lauding that beautiful moment when he was being so nice and sweet to the child that asked that question, saying, oh, it's very rare for kids to get really sick with coronavirus. Don't really. Everyone's like, wow, beautiful. But when Trump said those things, like, he's spreading lies and misinformation. And how dare he say what it's like, oh, I never heard anybody say that. I never heard anyone brought that up. It's just like, oh, he's so nice. But if you just took the exact same text, exact same words, and had Trump say that, it would have been a wall-to-wall scandal all day on these networks.
And look at what's going on in schools. You play that, and then look, schools are still.
Why are they not? Why? Then also nobody pressed them. Then why aren't the schools open? Then, Joe, nobody even thought about how little sense that makes because they already just looking at through this lens of this is the best guy ever. And look at him and his wife and how cute they are. I do not care.
You know,
it's just crazy. I agree. New York is missing our arts and our cultures, but that video does not represent our art. That video is like what I look like after I leave the bar after having 5 tequila sodas, which I also miss being able to do.
That's true.
You know what that is, though? It's a reminder that the only people who appreciate that kind of dance are the type of people who engage in that kind of dance, right? Yeah. That's in Minneapolis alone. But he's on TV, and he can just say that. I'm honestly. How far removed from reality do you have to be to say something like that?
Well, either that or it's calculated hypocrisy and trying to change the narrative, right? Because again, like Carly said, their whole thing is like, what happened on January 6th, disgusting, wrong. I've said that. Greg said that. You said we've said that. But his whole point is that people are downplaying. I would agree that downplaying what happened January 6th would be an awful thing to do. But when you're going to say that the most destruction, most highest insurance claims, because so much was destroyed in, recorded history, was a couple of food stands were vandalized. You've lost all credibility at that point. Because a simple Google search would show, it's not like this is hidden information and I had to pore over Excel spreadsheets to figure that out. It's pretty obvious. I think it's, much more malicious than that because I don't know how, I was in New York when that happened and we were trying to walk the dog and we couldn't go there because there was broken glass everywhere. Everybody knows what happened if you were actually in a city at that point.
Yeah.
Doesn't fit the narrative, though.
All right, Kat. I maintain that Shakespeare is overrated. Yeah. And I read all of his plays.
Really?
Yes, I do. But are you pro cancel Shakespeare?
No, here's the thing. It makes my head explode, right? Because they're like, there's some misogyny in there. Like, no. It was the 1500s and then 1600s. Like, if you're a woman, you had to have your main focus being a housewife, and if you said you didn't like that, you risked being exiled or maybe even labeled a witch.
There were no house. It was a castle wife.
Yeah, whatever. Obviously,
Hut honey.
There's obviously going to be some misogynistic themes in there, obviously. But the thing is, we're in the present, and we get to the present from the past, and to understand how we got to the present, you need to study what happened in the past. And also, I don't think, in general, anyone should be looking at Shakespeare plays as some sort of, example of how to live. Like, hey, maybe don't kill yourself over some dude or some girl you've known for 4 days, right?
Exactly.
Like, that's not a romantic. That's not.
Romeo and Juliet has led to more teen suicides. This is totally in my head than anything.
I don't know why people like that's such a cute relationship. I'm like, that is a cocktail of codependency and severe mental illness. They know each other for 4 days.
Yeah. And it was like so romanticized. And then Leo DiCaprio makes the movie and changes the and to a plus, which really offended me.
I picked the house from the 1994 smash hit Richie Rich.
Really?
Yeah. I had such a crush on Macaulay Culkin when I was growing up. I still think he's pretty hot, but I think it's probably just because we look so much alike. But
never thought of it till now.
I
see it. Oh yeah.
I see it. That's Kat Timpf.
Yeah, but I don't get the wanting. I don't know, sleeping.
Hey, that lady was in Red Eye.
A fake murder house? I don't know. Because there's the ghosts is what makes sleeping in a murder house scary.
Right.
But the ghosts, I don't know if ghosts are real or not, but if they are, they're probably of real dead people.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah, I don't know. How about you, Tyrus? Any house?